This particular strategy employs the concept of confluence. Confluence is defined as alignment of several parameters to give a high probability entry point. The confluence we are talking about will require us to have our daily time frame as our primary source of bias. In this particular case, I have the TDI on the bottom part and the market patterns in the upper chart. So the first thing that we need to see is break of the RSI line outside the Bollinger Bands. We call it a shark fin, basically a nickname to call a phase when the RSI line goes outside the bands and when it gets inside the bands. After seeing the RSI line, we now need to check the charts and switch to the H4 time frame. For example, let's just mark all the points that we can see on the charts where there was a break outside the Bollinger Bands on the TDI indicator. I am going to use rectangles to mark those points. In this particular case, we have this point which coincides with this zone. After that, going forth, we have another point which is this one. Then going forth, we had another point which is this one, and basically like that. So in this particular case, after seeing a break of the market outside the Bollinger Bands, it's now time to switch back to the H4 time frame. On the H4 time frame, our job is now to look for a pattern, and the pattern in subject are the confluence, are actually the double tops or the double bottoms. So we've said the first step is to see break of the RSI line outside the TDI bands. The next step is to switch to the H4 time frame to look for double tops or double bottoms. Then the last stage is to check whether that pattern is occurring at the end of the market maker cycle. So a market maker cycle is basically 3 levels to the upside or 3 levels to the downside. For the fact of those who do not follow us, we are saying we need to see 3 impulses to the upside up to the point where we are actually looking to get a pattern. In this particular case, we can see that there was the first phase to the upside, second impulse, and then we had the last impulse. 3 levels to the upside to give us a completed cycle. Therefore, this was a valid pattern. So if you summarize everything that I have said, the first thing is to look at the daily time frame, get a shark fin on the daily time frame, look for a double top on the H4 time frame, and check if that double top or double bottom is occurring at the end of a cycle. Let's have more examples. We have marked all the points on the daily time frame, and these are the points that we are now looking at on the H4 time frame. So to clarify or to verify if this was a valid peak, we need to check as well if it has occurred at the end of a cycle. In this particular case, we had a drop initiating from that point, then another drop. You need not to be highly accurate to mark these, as it is basically a confluence factor to find or to validate if the pattern is actually true. So we had first leg, second leg, and the second leg can be actually entered on the smaller time frames as a point where we actually look for candlestick reversal pattern on the M15 time frame on the first leg level. Let's have more examples. Look to the point where we have actually marked. In this case, we can see this was also a shark fin on the daily time frame. After a shark fin was issued, we can check to see if it was at the end of the cycle. We had 1, we had 2, and then we had the last one. After 3 levels of rise, we expect to see reversal and in this case reversal is actually in confluence with all other factors. So after this has been issued, or after this has been done, we now need to take our trade at the second leg at a candlestick reversal pattern, preferably the smaller time frame. Our entry, our exit will be 100 to 200 pips. Therefore, to get 2000 pips in a month, we'll need to take these trades of this manner, 10 of them or 15 of them, to cover if we get any losses. So basically this is how we'll be actually trading using this particular strategy. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask within the comments section, and don't forget to check out our free Telegram channel. I'll leave the link in the description box below. See you on the next one.